The flowers arrived at exactly 8:17 a.m. Amara Lawson almost stepped on them. She hadn't been looking down. She rarely did these days. Most mornings, she moved like someone simply existing. Not living. But the deep red caught her attention. 12 roses. Perfect. Fresh. Alive. Her heart began to pound. Because there was only one person who had ever brought her roses like that. Daniel. Her husband. Her forever. Her past. Her fingers trembled as she bent down slowly. Attached was a small white card. Her breathing grew uneven. She opened it. And her entire world stopped. I told you I would never miss Valentine's Day. Daniel. Her knees nearly gave out beneath her. Daniel was dead. She had buried him. 3 years ago. The hospital smelled like antiseptic and silence. Amara remembered every second. The doctor couldn't look her in the eyes. "I'm sorry," he said. 2 words. That was all it took to destroy her entire future. A nurse handed her a small plastic bag. Inside was Daniel's watch. Cracked. Frozen at exactly 8:17. The exact time the flowers arrived. Her fingers trembled. She had given him that watch on Valentine's Day. 1 year before he died. She collapsed onto the floor. Because that was the moment she realized. Daniel was truly gone. 3 years later, nothing had changed. His jacket still hung in the closet. His shoes still waited by the door. His coffee mug still sat untouched. Frozen. Just like her heart. That night, Amara sat in silence staring at the roses. Her fingers slowly reached for her phone. Daniel read heart. She never deleted his contact. She pressed call. The phone rang. Once. Twice. Then. Click. Silence. Her breathing stopped. Then. Breathing. On the other end. Faint. Weak. But real. Her voice trembled. Daniel? The call ended. Days passed. Silence returned. Then another bouquet arrived. White roses this time. Her hands froze before touching them. Because now, it was no longer a coincidence. Another card. I'm still here. Her hands shook violently. Someone knew him. Or worse. Someone was him. That night, she opened their old messages. Scrolled endlessly. Memories frozen in time. Then she saw it. A voice message. Never opened. Her fingers trembled as she pressed play. Daniel's voice filled the room. If you're hearing this, it means I didn't get the chance to say goodbye. Her breathing stopped completely. I just need you to live. Even if I can't live with you. Tears streamed down her face. I will always find you on Valentine's Day. The message ended. She collapsed. Because somehow, he was keeping that promise. Days later, something else happened. She felt watched. At the cafe. At the grocery store. Walking home. One afternoon, she saw him. A man across the street. Watching her. Her heart pounded violently. He turned. For 1 second. It was Daniel's face. She ran toward him. But he vanished. Her hands trembled as she searched Daniel's old jacket. Inside, she found a key. Storage Unit 317. Her heart raced. She drove there immediately. Opened the door. And froze. Photos covered every wall. Hundreds of them. Amara walking. Sitting alone. Trying to smile. Trying to survive. Her hands began to shake. These weren't random photos. They were memories. Carefully captured. Over 3 years. He hadn't left. He had been watching her. Loving her. From a distance. He had been watching her. Protecting her. Loving her silently. Her knees collapsed. Because Daniel had never left. Her heart led her to the cemetery. She stood before his grave. Her hands trembling. "I know you're here," she whispered. Then, footsteps. Behind her. Slow. Familiar. Her breathing stopped. She turned slowly. Her breath stopped. Because the man standing there was Daniel. Alive. Her mind refused to accept it. "No," she whispered. And saw him. Her entire reality shattered. "No," she whispered. Tears filled his eyes. "I'm sorry." She hit him. "You died. They showed me the report. The funeral. Everything." His voice broke. "I was dying." He told her everything. The heart condition. The experimental surgery. The isolation. "I came back," he said. "But you were healing. So I stayed away. I loved you from a distance. I kept my promise." She collapsed into his arms.
I'm here.
His heartbeat was real. Warm. Alive.
I can't do this.
She sobbed uncontrollably.
It's real.
But then he whispered something that froze her soul.
I can't do
"I'm
this.
dying
I'm
again."
here. Feel my beat. It's real.
Her world shattered for the second time.
It's troubling.
He pulled out a small box. Inside,
Give you this.
a ring. Inscribed, "Forever isn't long enough. I came back to give you this." Her hands trembled violently. Amara held him tighter, refusing to waste a single second. Because now she understood something most people never would. Love isn't measured by time. It's measured by sacrifice. By promises kept. Even beyond death. And every Valentine's Day, Daniel had found his way back to her. Not as a ghost. Not as a memory. But as a promise. He refused to break. If this story touched your heart even a little, comment "forever" below. And subscribe for more cinematic love stories that stay with you long after the ending. This story is a fictional cinematic production created for entertainment purposes. Any resemblance to real persons or events is purely coincidental.